한국 국가가 대표로 뽑히게 되었으니까 이제 우승은 꼭 하고 싶고요. 그냥 우승하러 온 것 같아요.
국가 대표로서 그냥 무조건 이겨야 된다? 그냥 이런 생각이 지금 저한테 지배적인 것 같아요.
근데 일단 대회에 대한 사명감 같은 롤드컵 티켓 한 장에서 늘어난다는 게 한국을 위해서 빛낼 수 있다는 게 일단 기분 좋고, 그래서 꼭 이길 생각입니다.
So Madlife here, Alistair. Madlife was Mr. Alistair back in the day. So let's have a look here in middle, because Diamond has managed to sneak his way through. Sneaky being, of course, invisible at this stage, in towards that middle lane here. Ambition is going to be watching, and is fairly decently placed here for him to get in. We are going to see him coming down. Alex is trying to get in there. The flash going to be used, but the stun comes down. Ambition is in a lot of trouble. Can he get finished off here? Yes, he can. First blood, Alex is with the auto attack.
Fear of pulling in an Alistair. Sometimes you just pull in the initiation. So one of the best ways to mute this lane by Edward is to not go, but Insect lands it.
They're going to run in towards Edward. He's in a lot of trouble as he tries to flash away. Got knocked up at the same time. It's only one more auto attack. Insect going to get that one. He takes a turret hit for his pleasure. Yellow Pete trying to push back, but he got hit there with the trap, and so I see him taking a lot of damage from Shy. Won't be dying to that one, and now Diamond looking to get in for another kill for the Europeans. Well, that won't happen.
Gave him enough time to spike damage before Edward could make the escape, and there's still no support helping Yellow Pete.
Oh, Yellow Pete there, flashing at the very last second. Middle lane, 100 gold lead for Alex Sitch, obviously picking up that first blood earlier on, as we are going to see the ultimate coming out here from Zoas, and Diamond now going to get involved. He is level 8, so he can get in there with the ulti, and this is a dead Shy Diamond pick situation. Yeah, but there is a ward that they're stood right on top of right now, and that may mean that they push in, as Alex here is going head-to-head with Ambition, but he's losing out on it. Diamond going to come in there. He goes down to the Ignite. It was out of Ambition in the end there. Now Lee Sin coming back around. Can Diamond escape from this one? Gets locked onto by Insect. Obviously for Diamond, a very useful button to have there as well.
And we could have been wrong about not taking this bait. They may not have predicted the incredibly patient action of Lee Sin, and here it comes.
Here we go. Shy going down to half HP. Look at Insect. He's been stripped to pieces with this one. Is he going to be able to escape? Well, flash, but Diamond finishes off. Can they get two here? Flashing from Zoas. Double kill. Very good time of things here. 3-0-1 now as the ball going to come in on towards Madlife. Is that going to cost them? Edward headbutt back in towards the turret range. He's taking a lot of damage here. Ultimate came out of Yellow Pete. He's trying to force them back with that damage. Acing the whole block by Yellow Pete. But OGN are going to chase him for this one. Frey actually being blocked by minions there.
Against Insect, who was the one known for being the carry jungler over in Korea. And here he comes mid lane.
Ambition.
You are gone.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how fast that was. Ultimate. It's going to make Alex a little bit less effective when it comes to these team fights. If Alex can time it right, we are going to see Madlife coming in now. This is into a big fight, and Zoas takes a lot of damage from Madlife. Being stripped down here. Somehow surviving at the backside there as Alex Sitch goes down. They switch around onto Frey. Edward is the focus for OGN. He will be finished off by Shy. Madlife wanting to get back involved in this one. Diamond now the target. Ambition going to go chasing it. One flash in the end. Is he going to be able to have enough damage for this one? Gets the slow. Knocks it with the hammer, but not quite enough. But there's the Q through the acceleration gate. Gets the shut down.
Damage follow-up from Shy, and Ambition is just going to win the fight for Korea.
The Q's coming down, and look at the zoning power here from OGN. They force Rumble into the jungle.
Diamond might go here.
Up at the top side. It's going to be a great ultimate, but is he going to have the power to carry on through this one? There's the pull. They drag Insect back in there. He should be fine. Madlife maybe not quite so much as he goes through the acceleration gate. Diamond picks up that kill and goes speeding off to Insect. He drops the ward and will get away from that.
But it's definitely impactful for this game.
And the fact is, nobody talks about who would maybe get that as Lee Sin is going to go in here on towards Yellow Pete. He gets knocked up. Kennon's going to go into the middle, but Yellow Pete will die. Madlife's going to fall down as well. Edward going very, very low. Gets a pull off in the end, but they're ripping through the rest of them. Double kills coming out for Shy, and they're not done just yet. They're going to chase down Diamond. There is a 90 caliber net through the wall. The pilt over Peacemaker not quite landing, and Diamond got to speed away. Yeah, the ace in the hole, not quite enough damage.
Comes in behind Yellow Pete. Q's in, wards back, kicks in. That is so hard to execute. Even though Europe tried to calm Wood and made really everyone sit on the Rumble ultimate, they'd already lost their AD carry, and they burned all their CC really as a counter initiation. So the rest of Korea just chased down.
Madlife, which will help clear one out. They're going to look to steal the blue buff as Jace. Going to put down a lot of damage already onto Edward. That blue buff is going to be taken here by Diamond.
And this may not be a great start. They're going in for the fight.
But Madlife's at the front them, and there is the headbutt. Alex taken away. His ultimate not going to have much effect on this team fight, and that's surely death here for the Europeans. There is Edward going down. We've already seen Alex die. Diamond now going to be the next target as Madlife gets closer. The acceleration gate going to help things out, but they're slow out of Varus. But they will go down to play the North American LCS All-Stars, whichever team that would be, and then the winner of this game will play the winner of that losers game as well later on, which of course you can find the brackets over on lolsports.com, so don't get confused with that. Look at this.
For as much effort as Europe has put in with Edward's Oracles, it gives them no Baron control whatsoever. They were too scared of OGN. They jumped in, at least Insec over the wall, and that's a Baron take.
There's an Oracle on that Alistair, so he needs to be very careful. Ace is coming down as well. Madlife will put another ward in. Insect gonna spot him now. Will again kicking back into play. Diamond gonna pop his W. Can he escape this one though? Insect gonna be slowed there. And he will decide to back away, but they were close to locking off Diamond.
They really wanted to get that, so they had the fear of a Diamond Evelyn flank gone when they try to get in for these turrets. That's why Insect burned so much to try to get that one. Because he survived, he may be able to make it back to this one, but they really have to be able to survive the poke before they can even think about holding this turret.
30 minutes in, 310 CS right now for Ambition. And you can see how much he's hurting with all those items that CS and the kills have allowed for him right now. 12,500 to just 8,500 over with Alex Hitch. That is a humongous lead, and OGN are going to be taking turret number 5.
And they may just try to continue this one into the base. They still have about half of their Baron left on their timer, so they can keep this push going for about another minute and a half. And they're actually just taking hits from this turret, even though they don't have a guy with a whole bunch of armor.
Yeah, not really too scared of things by the looks of it. And with that Jace poke added into that as well, that's one thing you can never underestimate with Jace. He's got such a versatile champion. I mean, he helps when you've got 300 CS as well.
Yeah, you're pretty versatile when you have 50% more gold than everyone else on the team. You can kind of do anything. His poke is obviously the biggest strength, but because of the Mura mana and the blue buff specifically, when he gets actually engaged on, the distance gets closed after the poke, he's still incredibly dangerous, which is one of the reasons that Europe is just so trapped in their base right now.
Wow, and again, Ambition just waiting things up. The hook from Edward didn't really land on his target, and there is the turret going down, and they are going to go in for this one. Flash has burned by the Koreans, not getting anything for that, but they will be taking that inhibitor after the hard work was done for the turret. In the meantime, Insect, in perfect timing, has pushed the middle lane out, and they may be able to have this as well.
Europe's not going to let it happen, they're going.
Ultimate's coming down left and right, but it's not much damage coming out. Shine will finally be focused. He gets shut down. Edward will go into the middle. He's running very low and will die to Ambition. There's the ace in the hole. Soaz blocks it, and a double buff there was given over actually onto Jace.
And OGN is just going to continue to push this one. Everyone got so low on Europe. This could be inhibitor number 2.
It will be inhibitor number 2. Nothing whatsoever. The European LCS kind of just bait the Europeans into something there again. Edward down to half HP. 30 seconds here until this Baron comes up, but it looks like the Greens want to get in there for the fight before they even go for that one. Diamond is low. Insect is going to knock Alex Hitch out there as well. He will finally Zonya's up, but will that be enough here for Europe? Alex finally goes down. They've lost Blitzcrank. They're going to lose Varus as well, and this is a whitewash fight. 2 men left alive, but he's been chased down by Varus and by Jason Caitlin, finished off by Frey's ace in the hole, and well, Shy is even tanking up the fountain at this point. This is going to be game, and it is going to be the Koreans that take game number 1.
And at the end of that, they were feeling pretty confident because they did not waste any time finishing that one off. They could have waited a minute for the Baron, but they knew they were so far ahead. Again, Insect used the ward initiation, jumped in and kicked. That was a brilliant performance by them.
Yeah, and he was really close at the start. We say close, but you were really hard.
제 아이디를 불러서 기술의 이름을 지어줬잖아요. 아이디도 자주 불려서 기분이 좋고, 게임하면서 제 아이디를 남겼다는 거에 대해서 그냥 상당히 만족하고 있어요. 제가 할 당시에는 리신을 딱히 많이 안 해서, 그러니까 모든 플레이어들이 하지 않아서 그래서 좀 떴던 것도 있고, 지금은 이제 정글러들이 거의 기본적으로 리신을 다 해야 되거든요. 그래서 시기를 잘 탔던 것 같아요.